Hello and welcome to this video series. Today we're talking about securing your Amazon AWS environment leveraging Centrify, Active Directory, and any other technologies. And first we're focusing on securing the Amazon Root account. For those who don't know what the Amazon Root account is, that account that is able to, manage billing. Basically, it's kind of like the most secure account you have, has all the power to create users, roles, and all that stuff, and additional keys. So what happens in organizations is that this account is typically shared or, maybe put somewhere behind lock and key. Only certain people should have access to it. But the key here is to eliminate sharing that account and adding additional controls. So my proposal is this, and since this is a security-oriented video, basically eliminate the sharing of those credentials, protecting the password by not exposing it to any users. If needed, limit access only to that account via the corporate network. That way, you know that the person that is going to access that account is doing it from inside your premises. The recommendation of adding a multi-factor authentication and not necessarily just with what an auth OTP capability provided by Amazon, but being able to add additional factors like Centrify's authenticator or phone factor, SMS, email, or even the least secure security question. And also being able to control on-demand access to that account. Perhaps somebody does need access to this account for a certain amount of time, but then after they're done with that, they need to be able to, uh, you know, lose access and they never knew the password, right? So this is very different from using IAM roles, and I'm gonna have another series of videos that is going to cover that. So what are the tools that you have available to you? Centrify, well, you have Active Directory, of course, and one of the benefits is that Centrify can actually use not only Active Directory as a source of identity, but also an LDAP directory. In addition, it can use Google directory as well. If you're using Google as your directory, it can leverage social logins in scenarios in which you don't want to maintain user identities. And it can also be the service provider um, in a federated scenario. Perhaps you have a ADFS or any other identity as a service providers, and you want to use this as the application. So a lot of flexibility around this. I'm going to focus on AD and SAML and using Centrify's tools, but the key here is being able to secure first the root account and then move to the other use cases. So I'm hoping that this series actually helps.